AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Stand 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to
from the snap. He certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as... Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Taken down at the 41. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A 1st down carry for Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Off play action, Tannehill. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 4th down, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The 13-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Greg Zuerlein lining up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 22 yards there, a first down.
Watch the twist. Right.
On first down, Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sean Lee on the tackle.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down
about a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come on, QB, come on. 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
From just shy of midfield. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete to Ezekiel.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Prescott's pass intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. For the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's take a step back and go league-wide for a second, Charles. We talked so much about the players. I wanted to ask you about the coaches. You know, we're a little more than a third of the way through this season. Give me your 3-2-1 on who your Coach of the Year candidates are to this point.
Boy, we've got some really talented ones out there, and it's going to be a heck of a race. And now some of them will separate as the season moves on. But to this point, names like Sean McDermott in Buffalo, Matt Nagy in Chicago, they come to mind. But I'm going to start with number 3, and that's Mike Tomlin of Pittsburgh. Continued excellence, gets Big Ben back, the defense playing at a high level, undefeated to this date. My second guy, it's going to be Pete Carroll in Seattle. Again, another guy that we continue to say, okay, every year they're in the playoffs, maybe doesn't get enough credit, has changed their style a little bit in how they're playing and winning more with offense rather than defense. And last but not least, many thought it was a fluke last year when they got to the AFC title game, but they are undefeated right now and a huge comeback win just this past week. Mike Vrabel of the Tennessee Titans.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They go to Elliott again. him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Elliott. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Switch gears. Check. Here we go, 46.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Taken down right at
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
First down, Tennessee.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They go play action, so they will look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
I'm looking looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts,
2-yard pickup.
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
13.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tackled by Kenny Vaccaro.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down, Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Carrier. The tackle made by Harold Landry. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Titans nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Play action. It's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Titans.
Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Buying time to his left. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll run with Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ezekiel Elliott. The tackle made by Kevin Byard. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 24, Prescott.
The Titans' 24-yard line.
And that's incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way, but sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get
touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, though spotted at the 49. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. This to Jarwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zerline now for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Titans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Number 21.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gain of 4. brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and now it's 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aldon Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So here we go go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are...
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Daquan Jones on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
They go to Elliott again.
At the 44.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Keeps the score Cowboys 20, Titans 15. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. How they attack him here.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, 41 Mike. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. Adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off.
Thank you.
lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way. Toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Chacha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
Second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
She right got me.
hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate. You win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with the pain. Say, what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with the pain. No. If you gon' do it, you don't play with the pain. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hiss.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
37-yard line.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
You're gonna make
this throw will
everything
be
happen.
intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To Blake Jarwin.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Bills 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to break. This one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Kick the edge.
Now a run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Bills will move the chains. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Target. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. I got him. Hey, 41 Mike. 41. Watch the back. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. Man, I got you. Mike 41. Mike 41. Watch a slap.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
49-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun. Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 13-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bills 13, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Bills 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Check. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
A final shot before half for Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
12 brings up 3rd and
now Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
49.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 41. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Go, go, go.
1st down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Allen going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Cowboy ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On the throwaway.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker.
Pass complete to Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 17. Yet it brings up 4th down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Singletary again, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
3rd down and 9.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To throw. Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 10th carry now for Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bills' 11.
Now Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone, not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
saying, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Newton throwing again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Newton on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Dietrich Wise Jr. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A 1st down carry by Elliott.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was brought down.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. Well, maybe lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Prescott from the gun. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Called that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Out of the gun, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ryan Izzo there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little... As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Jonathan Jones.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Final play of the half, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Cowboys are able to recover. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They go to Elliott again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Elliott, toss right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A gain of
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Bell there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb, 50 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. It's good, and it's now 35-14. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this one is right down the middle. and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper, 29 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And the lead is down to 20.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 40.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That catch good for only a couple, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Number 30.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. 44. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Cowboys take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Leads to second.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First,
a good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott yet again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
For Blake Jarwin.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's
pass incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the way. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And he finds Edelman again.
No, sir.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile